Well, hey there everybody, the Snack Box coming to you from a very chilly but beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm coming to you to talk to you all about segment 10 of the Colorado Trail. I'm pretty excited about it. This is a really interesting segment for a lot of different reasons. And if you stay tuned till the very end, I have a couple of big announcements, including a subscriber appreciation gift for you and another drawing for February. Stay tuned, let's get right to it. We've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it because I am so cold right now. Let's get to it. So segment 10 of the Colorado Trail is 13.1 miles. It has about 2,700 feet of elevation gain and about 2,700 feet of elevation descent. This is an interesting segment because it is pretty nondescript by way of distinguishing features. We've had a lot of segments already that we've talked about where maybe it's segment 2 where the burn zone is there, so you have to be really aware of how much exposure you'll have. You've got other segments like segment 6 where you've got that big climb over Georgia Pass where you have to be really aware of crossing over the tree line and making sure that you're up over it before the middle of the day, before the lightning storms tend to show up. Segment 10 is nothing like this at all. It's generally pretty wooded, and it's just it's your average Colorado Trail segment, and it offers some really interesting opportunities for some places where you can start setting the groundwork for the future of your thru hike. So let's get right to my 3 tips for this segment. Here we go. My first tip for the segment is that 10 miles in, you are going to come to the spur trail to the Mount Massive peak or summit. I recommend that this Mount Massive be your first 14er of the trip. 14ers, for those of you new to hiking in Colorado specifically, 14ers reference any mountain in excess of 14,000 feet tall. Mount Massive is the first that you'll come to, and it's a 3.5 mile spur trail that starts about 10 miles into the segment. It's 3.5 miles off a spur trail that intersects with the Colorado Trail 10 miles into the segment. I recommend that you get to the trail junction, you turn right on it, and then you go find yourself a nice camp spot for the night, set up for the night, wake up early the next morning, throw all your stuff in your tent other than your food, your water, and your backpack, take that up to the summit of Mount Massive, come back down, grab it, and then you can haul out of the segment. I recommend this for a number of different reasons. One of the first reasons that I recommend this as your game plan is that this is a really good 14er for you to start out on. It's 3.5 miles off the trail, so 7 miles round trip, which is not terribly far. It will give you a really good opportunity to gauge your ability to summit 14er, how much time you need, and will also set you up really nicely for deciding which 14ers in the future you want to summit and which ones you want to skip. If you decide you want to summit Mount Massive, then you want to pick up water at the Willow Creek, which is about 8.8 miles in, and you could even consider dry camping at mile 9.2. Mile 9.2 is a ridge line. There's a dry campsite there, so you could pick up water at mile 8.8, hike into mile 9.2, camp there, then summit, or you can keep going up that Mount Massive trailhead. The next thing I'm going to recommend for segment 10 is that you really start looking ahead from segment 10, wherever you camp that night, and really start planning your visit into Twin Lakes if you plan to go in. From the town of Twin Lakes in segment 11 all the way around to the other side of the Twin Lakes is pretty much a dead zone for camping. There aren't a lot of free campsites available, and there are even fewer legal campsites available in that stretch. So you don't want to catch yourself in a situation where maybe you get to Twin Lakes and have dinner and it's 6:30 and then you still have 6 miles to go before you need to camp for the night and you don't have anywhere to stop. So start looking at your data book, start looking at your guidebook, and from the time you stop there, start really looking ahead to that Twin Lakes village and where you're going to stop for the next night. The data book is really instrumental in planning this, so make sure you get a copy of that data book. Actually, the 9th edition of the data book is out. We've got a lot of people on the Colorado Trail Facebook page who have shared this. It is exceptional. The cover looks beautiful. I can't wait to get mine in the mail. I am super excited about it. So pick up that data book. It will really help you plan out when you get to Twin Lakes and make sure that you're not leaving Twin Lakes at a time when it will be difficult for you to reach a campsite before dark. My final tip is not unlike some of the tips that I've given previously heading into Breckenridge, but knowing that you're heading into Twin Lakes, this is a really good opportunity to do an inventory and to assess your plan from here. The inventory is basically when you look over all of your stuff, decide what you have been using, what you haven't been using, decide what you might leave, what you might be willing to ditch or throw away, but also take a look at the food that you might need. Twin Lakes, it's the last time on the trail you will have a food stop or a resupply point where you can just buy new stuff from the Twin Lakes store. So you want to make sure by the time you get into Twin Lakes, you have a game plan in place, because often when you get there, you will be hungry, you will be excited, you might forget some things. As a part of this inventory, I'm also going to recommend that you really look over and make your decision based on whether or not you want to go east or west around the collegiate range. On the other side of Twin Lakes is where you're going to have to make that final ultimate decision. My personal recommendation is to go west. However, many people might want to go with the original route, which is east. I can totally understand that. In fact, that's the route I went in 2020. So if you're planning to go east, I'll have plenty of tips for you there as well. But this night before you head into Twin Lakes is when you want to make that decision. You don't want to get to the trail junction and try to decide, all right, do I have to go over Hope Pass and go west right now? Or you want to make sure you make that decision right now, especially if you're going to go west. It's particularly important because you're going to have to go over one of the hardest climbs of the entire Colorado Trail at the other side of Twin Lakes, going over Hope Pass. So this night in segment 10 is when you really want to evaluate all the stuff you've got with you and whether or not you're ready to make that climb and which way you're going to go. All of those are really great things to start thinking over right now before you get to the point where you have to make a decision. You want to really have that in place. If you're hiking with a partner, this is a good time to have that conversation with them about what it is they're hoping to get out of the next few days on the way over toward the bottom of the collegiate range. It's really spectacular either way you go, so just know you're not going to make a mistake. It's 6 of one, half dozen of another, but again, go west. It's great. So that's it for my tips for tonight. I'm really excited about my tips going into segment 11. I think I've got some really great tips coming in. Super excited about that. But let's get to the more important stuff, the subscriber appreciation information I sort of hinted at the beginning of the video. So here's what it is. I started ordering these little guys. These are just outside comfort zone stickers. They're about 2 inches across. They're not big. I think they're kind of neat looking. So here's the deal. If you're watching this right now, the first 50 people to send me a message at Backcountry Champion on Instagram, I will send you one of these for free. No cost, no charge. Just send me, say, hey, Snackbox, hit me up with one of those stickers, send it to this place, and I will get it in the mail right away for you. Hopefully, as your summer progresses, you can send me a photo of this sort of flat Stanley style out in the middle of the wilderness somewhere on the Colorado Trail on the side of your Nalgene bottle saying, hey, look, I'm out here in my comfort zone, which is outside. You get it now. So hit me up at Backcountry Champion on Instagram. I will send you one of these. You don't even have to follow me on Instagram. I just want to say thank you to you all for all your support. It's been really great doing these videos, and it's been really great seeing all the support people have given and all the comments people have left in the comments below. I'm getting amped about your adventures. I hope you are too. I can't wait to see all those videos. Now let's talk about the next thing. So we gave away a vintage 3-person camel tent last month. So Stephen K, congratulations. If you haven't sent me your address yet, please do so. I'd love to get this in the mail to you. For the next winner, on March 1st, I will do a drawing from my subscriber list for these 2 sweet double-walled stainless steel wine glasses. You can put coffee in them, won't burn your hands. You can put wine in them. They've got nice little lids here to keep that heat in. These are really great. I'm super excited about them. They have 2 of those fancy outside comfort zone stickers on them. So make sure you've subscribed here and you will be entered to win these 2 guys, which you can throw in your backpack and not worry about anything smashing them or breaking them. These are particularly good for an overnighter with that someone special. So make sure you click that subscribe button so you can be entered to win these 2. They will go to the same person. I'm not doing 2 separate drawings. So that's basically it for segment 10. Thanks everybody. It's been really a lot of fun so far. In the comments below, here's what I'm hoping, that you will tell me your favorite breakfast foods. I'm normally an oatmeal guy. I switched over to Cliff Bars last year, and I gotta tell you, I need some help. I need some advice. Let me know what you think. Give me some ideas for some better breakfast. Maybe I'll even try them out in a cooking video, so leave those in the comments below. Other than that, I hope it's sunny where you are. I hope you're staying safe and warm and healthy, and I look forward to seeing you all next time when we talk about segment 11, heading around Twin Lakes and making that big decision about going east or west at the collegiate range. Looking forward to it, everybody. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Snackbox out.